Welcome to Math Lesson 104, two-step word problems. Now, we've been doing some two-step word problems, but this is just a good review for us. We've practiced in the math book two-step problems by finding the total price of something and then the change back. So you had to multiply or add to get the total price, and then you had to subtract to get the change back. But we're going to work on some other kinds of two-step problems because many problems require more than one step to solve it. So you can write the information or draw a picture to help you see the different steps. In example 1, Jim is 5 years older than Ted, and Ted is 2 years younger than Blanca. Blanca is 9 years old. The question asks, how old is Jim? So you can write down the information and see if that helps you. Blanca is 9. Tad is 2 years younger than Blanca. And Jim is 5 years older than Tad. So we see Blanca is 9. So Tad is 2 years younger. So 9 minus 2 is 7. So Tad is 7. And then Jim is 5 years older than Tad. So Tad is 7 plus Jim is 5 years older. So that gives us 7 plus 5 equals 12. Jim is 12 years old. So that answers our problem, our question, how old is Jim? Then example 2 is money. Jim paid for 5 pounds of apples with a $10 bill. He got back $6. What was the cost of 1 pound of apples? So this time, instead of them telling us the total, then how much they gave and asking us to give the change back, they kind of flipped it around. They said, well, he paid 10 and got back 6. So what was the cost? Not of the 5 pounds, but of 1 pound. So we have to begin by finding out how much he paid for the 5 pounds of apples. If Jim paid 10 and got 6 back, then all 5 pounds must have cost $4. So the amount he paid is 10 minus his change back is 6 equals 4. So $4 is the cost of 5 pounds of apples. So that's only the first step. That's how much he paid for the 5 pounds. But then the question is, what was the cost of 1 pound? So now we have to find out if he spent $4 for 5 pounds of apples. We have to divide $4 by 5, the 5 pounds. 5 goes into 4 0 times. And they put their 0 because it's money, just to show there's 0 whole dollars. Then 5 times 8 would fit into 40. And so they wrote 40, subtract, and get 0. And so we could stop there and say they were 8 cents each, but that doesn't make sense, does it? Why would he pay $4 if each pound was only 8 cents? So we have to go and make sure we have a number above this last digit, or have a digit there. So 5 goes into 0 times. 5 times 0 is 0. Subtract. And then we have 0 left over. So our total is 80 cents. So don't forget to put your dollar sign in decimal. So the answer, each pound of apples cost 80 cents. And if you can check it by adding and multiplying 80 times 5 will give you $4. 80 cents times 5 pounds will give you $4. So you can check that that's correct. There's only one practice problem, so I'll just kind of walk you through it. Nancy paid for 4 pounds of peaches with a $5 bill. She got back $3. What was the cost of 1 pound of peaches? Then it gives you a hint. First step, find the cost of the 4 pounds of peaches. So she bought 4 pounds with a $5 bill. She got back $3. So we could probably do this in our head. 5 minus 3 is $2. So she paid $2 for 4 pounds of peaches. And so if you just divide $2 into 4, well, half of that, 2 pounds, would cost $1. And so 1 pound would cost 50 cents. And if you wanted to write it out, you definitely could. $2 for 4 pounds of peaches. 4 will not fit into 2.